Welcome to this walkthrough of subcontracting plan reporting in SAM.gov. This is part 2 of the searching, filtering, and viewing subcontracting plan reports session.
And at this point, I will walk you through the display pages for each of the reports. So I will begin with an ISR, and we have provided the hyperlink here. So I'm clicking on the individual subcontract report value and the type of report to launch the respective display page. And here is the respective display page. So here is a summary, and the summary section has the legal business name, the status, and of course the label. And the body has the type of submitter, the UEI, and the details of the car, the PID, and this one doesn't have a reference to IDV PID. And because this one is submitted by a prime contractor, there is no subcontract ID. And we are showing them using the value blank in parentheses. And then we have the org data, and we have the type of report, we have the reporting fiscal year, and we have the submitted date in the summary section, and followed by the contractor details with the contractor physical address. And if there is a website URL, then we will show the respective value. Otherwise, it will be a blank value embedded in parentheses. And then the goals or actuals. If task orders are applicable, then the answer would have been yes. And then we would have shown a table with the respective task orders and the respective hold dollars. But this is a case where the task orders are not applicable. And then the subcontracting goals and actuals with the respective business concern and the respective small business categories with the goals and the actuals. So under goals, we have the hold dollars, we have the percentage of total subcontract value, and the percentage of total contract value. And similarly for the small business categories, and we have captured the values, small disadvantaged business, SDB, through the ANCs. And for the newer reports, we would only show one line item for ANC, and this being a legacy report. By legacy report, I meant it was submitted in the SAM.gov, and then it got transitioned to the SAM environment. We are showing 2 line items for ANCs for all the legacy reports. And if there are any remarks provided by the contractor, we are capturing them in the remarks section, followed by the certification information. So here are the different values. Let me show you an individual SSR. So I'm selecting individual here, and we are offering the hyperlink here right under type of report. And as you can see, all these reports were created prior to the go live. The go live being 24th of Feb 2026. So all these were submitted prior to the go live, which means that these were submitted in the legacy ESRS system and got transitioned to SAM.gov. So I'm clicking on this hyperlink to launch the respective display page. And this is how the display page for an individual SSR would look like. This is the summary card. And this is the contractor details section. And this is the cumulative actual details. So the legacy did not have the goals for the commercial for this report. So we would only show the cumulative actuals and the remarks. And we will end with the certification information. Now I'm going back. I'm canceling my previous selection. Now I would select commercial. So here are all the commercial reports, SSR commercials that were submitted prior to the go live. So if you look at the dates, this was submitted prior to the go live. And This is actually post go live. So maybe we can click on this hyperlink to launch the respective display page. So here is the summary section, contractor details, goals and actual details by federal organization. So here is the percentage allocation table. And here is the business concerns, goals and actuals reported to each federal organization. So this one is just reported to Veteran Affairs. And then this table caters to the small business categories reported to each federal organization. And this particular report has only reported to Veteran Affairs. So all the STB through ANC has been recorded here, followed by the remarks and the certification information. And I'm going back, and I will cancel my previous selection. And I would now select the DoD comprehensive value. And these are all the DoD comprehensive reports that we have. And if you notice the submitted date, they were all reported prior to the go live date, which means that they were reported in the legacy ESRS system. So we'll click on this hyperlink to launch the respective display page. So this is the summary section, followed by the contractor details, and then followed by the cumulative actuals that captures the concerns, small business and other than small, and also the small business whole dollars and the respective percentages reported to Department of Defense or Department of War. And then the remarks, followed by the certification information section. And here is all the supporting documentation that the contractor had attached to the report. And these are different types, and then the respective file size. And this is a typical display page for the DoD comprehensive report. And this concludes the demo for today, where we have seen the help page for ESRS that would actually describe the role requirement for the federal users and for the contractors. And it also gives us a link to access the knowledge articles for search. And we have also learned how to log in to be able to access the subcontracting reports subdomain under the contracting domain. And we have learned about the different search parameters with the respective options. We have learned about each of the result cards and how they are similar or how they are different. We have learned about the display pages for each of the report types. We also learned about the sort by option and the save and the download option. Thank you so much.